What's up, fam? It's Trapping Apparel. It's your boy Sean.
Dang, hurt. And it's your boy Justice.
And today we're going to be doing a fashion discussion over how music plays a role in fashion. I know some of y'all big music people will be getting over maybe Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, and maybe some other big people who have big influences in the fashion. So to start it off, Justice, who you want to start with?
We can start off with Travis Scott. A lot of y'all know who Travis Scott is. The mixtape, Days Before Rodeo, Al Pharoah. He's influenced fashion already at being age 22. Actually, the first thing he did in fashion was when he signed to Reebok, when he did the collab with Reebok and Palace, and that was he really put Reebok on with that, and it kind of got more hype around Reebok and stuff like that. You know?
Also with Travis Scott being in the fashion world, if you look at his music videos and the outfits he wears, like in his last video, Mama C2, you'll see that he's actually wearing the Reebok X Bape collaborations, which I want really bad. But he's actually wearing those shoes in the video, and you see people actually take influence to what Travis wears and also what he wears at his concerts. People see in his designs and what outfits he wears. So,
and like also in the details too, as far as like the shirts and like the jeans he had on the Mama Caesar video, he had on the Rick Owens Dark Shadow jeans. I really want those, and I really like the way they fit. They're like skinny pants, like on him and whatnot. And, yeah, definitely.
The next person we're gonna talk about is Theophilus London.
Yes, Theophilus London. Shout out to my boy Theophilus, was popping. Appreciate you on the bone curl, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Theophilus London, he recently came out with his last album called Vibes. Unfortunately, his sales didn't do too well in that album. But if you're a follower of Theophilus London, you know that he has a big influence on fashion. As you can see, he was definitely in Paris's Fashion Week. He's always with Kanye West, Virgil Abloh, Ian Connor. If some of y'all know who these people are, he's always wearing what's new and what's hip in the fashion world, whether it's combining street fashion and high-end fashion, wearing maybe Pyrex or off-white, maybe with some metallic vibes. He can always bring what he has to say when everybody knows his iconic apparel thing he wears is his hat. He wears his little big brim hat that he's always wearing. So Theophilus London definitely has a very big impact, I feel, on fashion when it comes to that industry.
Yeah, and one thing y'all didn't know about this guy is that back in like 2010, 2011, Kanye West emailed him and said he admires his style and whatnot. So Kanye, like, that's crazy, being young like that, somebody older than you, like,
Kanye, you need to admire my style, son.
Yeah, for real.
His style, son.
Even though he's in the South, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's influenced my style in a big way because he's like 6'3", and sometimes I feel like I'm too tall to be doing fashion or whatnot. But you know, I'm standing at 6'1" actually, and he inspires me every day and whatnot. And one of my favorite outfits I seen him wear was on I think it was the David Letterman show when he performed one of his songs from Vibes. He had the Dior 101 Runway Gold 40K skinny jeans he had on. I really like those, and unfortunately can't find them nowhere.
40K.
Can I have it like that?
Crazy. The next person we want to talk about is my main man's dude. I'm gonna have to say Pharrell. Do you think Pharrell has a really big inspiration or influence or a role in fashion?
Yes, starting off with the band NERD and whatnot, like when he wore like specific fits. He started the company Billionaire Boys Club, and as you can see, it's been successful over the years and whatnot. And then he actually collabed a couple times with Bape, and you can see him wearing Bapes and Bape.
Always, Bape.
Yeah, always. In a couple of his videos and whatnot. And he's been with he recently signed to Adidas like this past year, and he's been doing good so far. He's played a big role in fashion and whatnot.
I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, the album cover in my mind has a Bape inspiration.
Yes,
that's the album cover.
Yes, like that's the album cover. He has the Bapes design. He has the Billionaire Boys Club shirt on and whatnot. He's inspired me in a big way too, to be open-minded and be free and don't care what other people think about you.
Also, recently with his Adidas collaborations with Stan Smiths and all that stuff, Pharrell has definitely been in the fashion industry lately, and also he has his big iconic hat that he likes to wear too.
Yes.
Whether it's Adidas, Billionaire Boys Club, or Bape, Pharrell has been in the fashion industry for a while. So
and he really inspired me. So like, if you really want to do something, go do it. Like that's what I live by every day and whatnot. Not caring what people think about you or whatnot.
Well clothes, maybe what brand, you just wear what you.
And just knowing when you're wrong and when you made a mistake, because that's the biggest part of being in the fashion industry, being in the fashion world, is making mistakes so you can go back so you won't do it again. And he really inspires me to do that every day.
Alright, so who we want to do next?
You know what I'm saying? We're going to go uptown, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's popping, bruh. ASAP, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to ASAP and the mob, you know what I'm saying?
ASAP Rocky, man. It's crazy with the mob ASAP, like how many people trickle back up to ASAP. Like, with like people in the industry like ASAP, Bari, Young Lord, like he's a part affiliated with ASAP. Ian Connor, how he's somewhat affiliated to ASAP, like how everything always comes back to ASAP. What's that one white dude's name?
Tyler Grosso,
he goes back into ASAP. I believe one of our good friends, Imari, he has his own little YouTube channel. He also talked about Ian Connor and how everything in fashion seems to just go back to ASAP. And it's really crazy because they have that big impact into fashion. And having all that power in fashion is really crazy. Like, even in his last music video, what was it called? Multiply. He had a huge impact with Hood by Air, HBA, and Ventura. And as you can see, the lyrics, he said, HBA-ish is weak, you can keep that. I might look around and bring the G back.
And then just like with Ventrell, he said, I swear to dude's booty, like tip drill. You know what I'm saying? He just had a big influence. Like, a lot of people started like burning their Pyrex. I mean, not their Pyrex, their HBA and Ventrell.
Just by him saying that, people started burning it. Like, you know, just like he brought them into the game, ASAP Rocky had a really big influence when it came to HBA and when it came to Ventrell. Like, once he started wearing it, people really started wearing it and whatnot. I won't say he put them on the map by himself, but he definitely had a huge influence when it came to those. So for him to not get some type of recognition, he feels he's gonna just try to take them out in his way. So ASAP Rocky, huge influence on fashion. Next dude, I think I liked CuDi.
My boy from Cleveland,
baby. You know CuDi, no man on the moon. I've been on the moon for a while. Why you think Sean is
one of my favorite artists? Yeah, follow him.
Kid Cudi. Man, Kid Cudi is a man of his own when it comes to fashion and style. Like, he can put his own style into something and still keep it original in the same way. Like, if you see a dude rocking the original New York cap, fitted cap, he keeps it original. Kid Cudi.
He wears the Cleveland fitted hats all the time and whatnot. And he's actually had a big impact on fashion too. He did a collab when Man on the Moon, The Legend of Mr. Rager came out. He came out with the collab with Surface to Air, and this is a company that like makes leather jackets and whatnot and other big name products and everything like that. And when he came out with that, a lot of people went crazy over this. And he did a collab with Bape 2 years in a row, and a lot of people went crazy over that. It's kind of hard to find now, but you can find it on eBay maybe, or if you know anybody, but it's very hard to find.
It's just Kid Cudi. He's always been like, even when the Air Max first came out, I think he bought maybe 3 pairs. Like, he bought three or four pairs. Like, he's been in the fashion industry. Like, he wanted to be one of those iconic model role people that are wearing the Air Max. When the Air Max came out, those are shoes that people dream of. He wants to be one of those people who's wearing it. Like, you'll always see him in the fashion world. And also, I think he has a collaboration shoe coming out with who was it? Was it Giuseppe
Zanotti?
I don't know how to say that name.
Yeah, but they made some like especially for his style and made unique for like his unique
style.
Style.
Like some really puffy moon shoes.
And they have like 2 to 3 straps on it and whatnot. They're red and like white around the outside. But it's a really nice shoe.
Like, Kid Cudi is just another one of those dudes who's always in the fashion industry. And he definitely plays a big role when it comes to fashion.
Changed my life.
And I believe the last person is,
I'm sure y'all know what we're about to say, Kanye West. Shouts out to Khaled.
Yeezy. I think this is pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, honestly, this dude, he's done it all in like the 10 years he's been in the rap game since 2004. When he first started off, he brought Polo Ralph Lauren bags, Louis Vuitton, when he used to wear the Louis Vuitton backpack with wherever he went and whatnot. He wore the Ralph Lauren handkerchiefs. You know, he just had a big role in the fashion.
I think it's easy to say Kanye has such a huge impact on
everybody.
fashion.
He has an impact on my style.
Like, just to give y'all a story, like I'll never forget this. This is a story, like true story. The Independence Day Air Maxes came out, right? I think they retailed what, like 150, 120, something like that. All right, they were reselling on eBay for like 150, 170. I'll never forget it because I really thought about getting it, and I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna do it. Kanye West wore the shoes one time. He wore the red ones first. He wore them. The next day, I looked on eBay. The red ones were already reselling for $350. The lowest one I saw was $350. The rest of them were $400, $500. And he only wore them once. and each eBay name would be like Kanye West, all red Air Maxes, every single one. And it just by him wearing it once, eBay's prices on those shoes skyrocketed. It was like no other. I'll never forget it. I was like, I can't even get the shoes anymore. I don't want to spend the money for the shoes like that. I don't even want them anymore. I ended up getting something else. Like I was actually about to get those, and for it to just jump that big price gap, and then it was just crazy. Like, and if you notice, the blue, white, and red ones. The red ones are clearly going to be the most bought ones. Red is probably
the
very
closest one to the red
color.
Octobers
Yeah,
and whatnot behind you.
Very dominant color, but I think he's worn each Air Maxes.
He won the white one,
the white ones, the blue ones, and all I took is for him to wear it once, and it just went crazy.
I actually had a pair of white ones, but those are gone now, unfortunately. But life goes on. And he's played a huge role in the fashion industry as far as like investing money. Like he had his own line back in like 2008. It was a line called Pastel, and he wore it on, I think, the David Letterman show when he was performing one of his songs from 808s and Heartbreak. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he invested in his own line and whatnot, but it faded away like as the years went on and whatnot.
Like, just to give you like insight on how many collaborations he did collaboration with APC recently. He's done a collaboration with Louis Vuitton. He's done clearly Nike. He's doing a collaboration right now with Adidas. Then he do one with Bape.
He did one with Bape. It came out like in 05, I think, 04 or 05. It was like one of the shoes for the college dropout.
Like the dude is clearly impacted hard in fashion. And I think a lot of people don't get where his anger comes from when big fashion companies like don't give him the respect he has, because the dude can clearly dress. And for other fashion companies to not get, he can take down a fashion like what A$AP Rocky's done or what he's doing with Ben Trill and Hood by Air. He could easily do that with any company, like just by like he even almost tried to bring down Nike. Like there are literally some people who just stopped messing with Nike just because Kanye said, you know what, they're not doing this. I still like the Red Octobers, but they're not giving me my share, so I'm going to Adidas. People literally just go to Adidas now. Just because Kanye did it.
And that's the reason why, like, when Nike wasn't giving him his like royalties or whatnot, but like the shoe where they wouldn't let him release the Red October when he wanted to, he just went up and left, and he went to Adidas, started wearing Stan Smiths for about 2 weeks. People started noticing it. Stan Smith's selling out everywhere now, in Foot Locker champs or whatnot. Like, this guy's he's played a big role in the fashion industry.
I mean, he even said in his song, I don't see why I need a stylist when I shop so much I can speak Italian.
Like every day.
Every day.
Please, even this how good it gets. This how good his style gets. His style is so good that his daughter Northwest, she has her own stylist. Like that's how good his style gets.
That's crazy.
Like it's crazy. She's one years old, almost 2. Like that's crazy.
I mean, yeah. And I think that about wraps it up. So those are about 6 people who are huge influences from the music industry into fashion. Like if they really want to, they can cut their music life now, I feel, and go into the fashion industry.
And it's how crazy
it's big. And y'all, if y'all have any other people ideas or people who you believe that have a really big impact in the fashion ideas, comment below. We respond. We want to know who y'all think has a big influence on the fashion industry or who's in music and stuff. So follow me on Instagram at Sean_on_the_moon. Also on Twitter. Follow him at CuteAssNiggaMan on Instagram and Little Glendale on Twitter. That's LIL Glendale. Use our code TRAP23. Like and comment, subscribe, and
we're gonna be there one day, baby. Let's get it.